Hey everyone, Fatty from Pack-a-Punch Traders here. Gonna go over my trade this morning and go over a play that I think that might work out possibly later on. So SHPH here, this is the one I traded. Let me get rid of all this chaos. So here we got a multi-day bounce right out of the watch list and the video lesson yesterday going over the top plays. So here we have this recent IPO runner way off of the highs, and it completely failed to break down past previous day low. And when it did try to break down, it was on low volume. As you can see here, not much selling pressure, really pushing it down, trying to break the whole dollar, half dollar area of 12, which is right above the 1180-ish area where it was holding from yesterday, or I guess last week, excuse me. And from there, volume came in, chased a little bit, had a market order, so wasn't right above the ideal entry. Chased a little bit, but in hindsight, it worked out nicely. Had small size, got through another halt, and sold into that spike. But then here we are, getting to 32, 31 here. So very impressive. And this is something we've talked about before, where plays that have a little bit more room to run could possibly use that and spike even more. We have seen multi-day bounces that end up getting back to the breakout level. Here's another example recently. This one was out of the watch list too, AVCT this morning. There's a decent opportunity here from 23 to 26. But this one had a multi-day bounce and came back and threatened a breakout. So that happens sometimes as well, but you can see here the breakout level ended up getting stuffed and ended up failing. So when there is more room to run, it does increase the odds of it possibly running more than the average 30% spike that we typically talk about. So nice move. Took my quick gain, my quick single. And it is funny. I tweeted about also how trading is pretty funny sometimes, that when you are looking for a little bit more out of a play, you think it can do more, it ends up stuffing and just tanking the whole entire day. And then when you are disciplined, take your quick single, something like this happens where it just takes off. Um, so really cool to see, a good lesson and a nice profit to start the week. So SHPH and I guess AVCT got that multi-day bounce there. Someone took that. That was a good one out of the watch list and the video lesson last night. And besides that, I haven't really kept up with much of what else is moving. One that I have kind of been keeping up my eye on here is FWBI. We got a low float play, low market cap, something that typically fails, and it's got insane volume and it's failing to break down so far. Doesn't have news, so very suspicious of a play. But out of what I'm seeing on my scanner here, as of now, I'm liking that one the most. The other ones could continue possibly past their day highs, but they're already up decently on the day. So I'm not trying to risk it. Try to just take any high day break to see if we can squeeze higher. That is a move I used to do within the first few years of trading, and it's definitely something you should drop if you do, because you just end up buying near the high, trying to get any single high day break, thinking the shorts are going to get squeezed. Yes, but the further you go, the less shorts are probably going to be in it. Until you really get that momentum shift. And yeah, sometimes are there plays that just keep going? Sure. But more times than not, to play it safe, don't just buy any high day break. So SPRO as well as higher. These are a few that are up decently. Same with AVYA here. Continuing a little move, a little uptrend here. But back to the point. FWBI could possibly squeeze. We have shorts for sure betting on this. We got a stuff of the morning spike here, and it's failing to break down. Barely broke down below open price around here. It was what, 382, and then it held the day low. Now we're coming back. All I really need to see is convincing volume, because we don't want to just get faked out by the price coming back to key areas. We want to see the support behind it with volume. that there's eyes on the play, that shorts are getting squeezed or dip buyers are coming into this, not letting it break down. So this is one that, since I did miss so far the open price VWAP reclaim, I might wait for the VWAP reclaim to see how that acts, if there's any selling pressure behind it, if buying ends up picking up after it holds. It could be a potential VWAP hold here, right around 4, hold dollar, half dollar area. Or if you want to wait for the mid 4s to hold here, I know we were talking about high day breaks, but this is not any high day break. We're waiting for this one after a long time of consolidation, which lines up with a pre-market high, low float, shorted for sure. So if it fails to break down, this would be more in the early stages. So you could get that high day break, but the higher and higher it would go, would probably stay away from this. If this is something that turns out to spike, I might not be buying this at 6 for a high day break, even if it does continue. But yeah, so just keep an eye on FWBI for the rest of the day until it completely dies. Selling really comes through convincingly. But right now, this is not strong enough volume. It's nice to see a little perk to bring it back, but we're going to need to see a little bit more than this to really convince me to get in. Because we got a decent move this morning, and it had some strong volume, and this is still nothing like this. This could easily have some bag holders that might get out when this thing comes back. So if there isn't a lot of buying coming through, this thing might get stuffed in the mid 4s. So let's keep an eye on this maybe for the day until, like I said, it completely fails. No point at really looking at it. Good trade today, SHPH. We'll see if that continues, but over this one now. Took my quick gain. So we'll see what happens in the next few hours. But besides that, probably just going to call it a day if FWBI doesn't work out. So hope you learned something from this. We'll catch you guys later with the watch list and the review of the top plays. So maybe subscribe, put notifications on if you want to check that out. So we'll just catch you guys later. Have a great day.